Edward goes west. Bill and Ben were being troublesome at the docks, causing confusion and delay, which made the others very worried that they'll be late. Hurry up and get a move on, Bill and Ben. Otherwise, how would people from other countries get their oil in time? Said Cranky. We don't want our railway to get closed down for not bringing oil or goods in time, replied Big Mickey.
Bill and Ben, move aside. These all need to be delivered to that country for oil services.
You're going to get us in trouble with the Fat Controller. Just then, Edward pulled up, and Bill and Ben didn't see Edward, so they continued to cause confusion and delay.
We're the patient ones here. That means we're way more useful than you lot,
said Ben to Bill, being a smart aleck.
I agree, Ben. We should tell the Fat Controller about this.
They were just about to go when Edward stopped them, and this is what he said.
Hold on. You two stop now, or else I'm telling the Fat Controller to drown you in salty water,
threatened Edward, and after Edward's threats, he put his eyeballs in the middle, he whistled and puffed away. Just then, Ben had a plan to get rid of Edward.
Come on, Bill. We need to get Edward out of our ways.
So they puffed out to the docks and went into the sheds to discuss of how to get Edward out. Bill spoke first.
You know what we can do? Pretend to Edward the Fat Controller needs him at Duck's branch line. So Edward will go west and Donald and Douglas will go east. Reason that is so they can be too busy arguing to notice our plans.
Later on, Edward did come back. But just as Edward was about to open his mouth to talk to them about something, Bill and Ben spoke first. Then he gambled down to talk, and this is what happened.
Edward! We have good news,
said Bill and Ben cheekily, but Edward was excited.
Are you getting scrapped?
Hoped Edward with excitement, but this made Bill and Ben very cross indeed.
No. The Fat Controller said it best. If you don't work here anymore, the trains are getting heavier, and you might work in the countryside branch line with Doc now. Just for your own good,
said Bill and Ben. They were only being cheeky, but Edward took their advice because he didn't want to get scrapped, and this is what happened.
Okay then,
said Edward in a way that he believed Bill and Ben, and puffed away to the Little Western to meet Duck. Duck is a Great Western engine who works on the Little Western. His line runs from Tidmouth to Harwich, and he loves his branch line ever since he got it. He is also very kind to his Dakotans and passengers, and respects everyone and lets everyone off and all. He wouldn't want to be anywhere else. But one day, when Duck was about to pull out of the station, he was very shocked, because when he looked around he saw Edward coming to the station.
Duck, why didn't you tell me that the fucking Scottish twins are supposed to be working at my line?
Snapped Edward, but Duck was confused as there wasn't any plans for this. And this is what he said.
I have no idea what you're talking about. But okay, the twins are at the end of the line of Harwich if you want to find them.
Meanwhile, at the end of Duck's line of Harwich, Donald and Douglas were having a big fight, and this is what happened.
If we ever had another job, I want to work at the Arsdale branch line,
said Douglas, thinking of himself but not his brother, but Donald defended himself.
No, you waste of oxygen. Farquhar branch line.
Like all brothers, Donald and Douglas were fighting.
How dare you call me that? That's it.
Douglas was puffing away smoothly to trick Donald. Then it happened.
Take that! How dare you bash into me? That's it.
Angered Donald. Donald wanted to pay Douglas out, so he took a big wheesh back and...
Take that!
Edward arrived just in time to see the fighting, and this is what happened, and he stopped them.
Hold on, you breaking brothers. Stop being spoiled brats and listen to me. You are working my line to bring a fucking train to fucking Knapford. Go now and get the fuck out of way.
Snapped Edward that he didn't want to see Donald and Douglas' ugly face around him, but this kind of worked and cheered them up, and this is what happened.
Hear that, Dougie? We will be working on another branch line after all, and it is fair for both of us as it wasn't what we choose to no fight.
said Donald, but this made Douglas too upset for words.
Why did you tell me? I could have got into serious trouble with the fat controller without knowing. That's it. Take that again.
Fighted the twins again.
How dare you think it? I know, take that.
When Donald and Douglas arrived at the docks, they were still arguing. This is what happened. They were arguing which way to
Go
go,
that way.
said Donald in anger, but Douglas pulled him back.
Go this way.
Donald pulled him forward,
Go that way.
and Douglas pulled him back.
Go this way.
Douglas tried so hard to change points, but Donald was strong enough.
Go that way. Go this way.
Just then, "Stop arguing," said Douglas's driver. "You have a work to do. You can argue later in your sheds." But the fighting didn't stop.
Yeah, Donny, let go. We don't want to let the fat controller down. How fucking dare? The fuck of you. Fuck me. Fuck that.
Said Donald, thinking of himself.
How dare you cuss? Be good.
Said Douglas. Douglas wanted Donald to be 100% good, not be bad in any way. Donald gave up and stayed quiet, so he just let Douglas win and go his way.
Bill and Ben, please, I hate the salt air, besides, and the sea. It's affecting my engine. Arr.
Arthur also warned Bill and Ben for getting into trouble, and this is what he said. "Just so you know, if the fat controller hears about this, he'll send you away. Anyways, that's Edward's job, not mine," called over Arthur as he puffed away with his train, but Bill and Ben ignored Arthur.
Salty. Bad news. We got to get out of your way, as we have to the long train. I mean, the long train for breaking the twins.
Cheeked Ben,
I agree, Bill. Let's make them fight so much that they might kill each other.
said Bill, being a smart aleck.
Here is your train, you breaking twin.
Donald was absolutely horrified when he saw a big train, and Douglas wanted to pull it, so they were too busy arguing about it, and this is what happened.
That big train, 100 trucks with heavy metal on it. No way I'm pulling that.
The train was absolutely enormous. 100 trucks, with a total of 100 heavy metal on it. Donald refused to pull it because he was too lazy and felt breathless even pulling it that much. He's even worried he'll break a safety valve if he pulled that much.
Don't be a lazy slope. We can pull it. Brown and dirty white. Can't.
Douglas wanted to pull the train and Donald didn't. "Stop arguing," said Donald's driver. "You have a work to do. You can argue later in your sheds." Because Donald and Douglas wanted to get away from each other, they both agreed to get the job done and over with. But all 100 trucks were being troublesome and had their brakes on. When Donald and Douglas were going up the hill, with 100 heavy trucks with heavy metal on it was almost impossible, and they were breathless and couldn't breathe well. But when they reached the top, the truck said sorry. Donald and Douglas forgave them, and after, they left their brakes on and were pushing them down the hill. Then soon came trouble. Donald and Douglas couldn't stop, and they were going super duper ultra fast. They rounded around the corner too fast, and Donald's wheel was off the tracks, and they reached into a tunnel and didn't see anything. Then when they went out of the tunnel, came even more trouble. They didn't even see in time that the level crossing was blocked and didn't stop in time. They began to argue.
Ooh, your tender stinks. I hate it. How dare you insult me like that? You'll get the end of one, would eh?
Donald and Douglas were even fighting all the way to Nafford. Douglas needed a break, so he just ran away from Donald.
Ugh, I need a break. Please leave me alone, Donny.
But Donald didn't. He wanted payback.
Oh, no, you don't. You're not getting away with anything. You're paid back for the stinky call on me.
Then came more trouble.
Oh, dear. I think we just did it again. That controller is going to see us, so stay quiet. Don't tell me what to do. You shut your mouth.
Shouted Douglas. Just then, the fat controller came out of his office as he heard all the arguing. This is what happened.
What's going on? And why are you leaving a heavy train in the middle of the line? I never asked you to work there.
I thought you wanted us to do a job of that. Stop giving out to me for something I didn't know.
Said Donald. The reason why Douglas got angry is because Donald said me, and Douglas didn't like Donald's getting more attention in good ways in any ways, so Douglas got cross, and this is what happened.
Me? You mean me? You should have told me I wasn't through.
Douglas thought Donald didn't tell him because they would have known in any ways, but Douglas didn't believe him, and this is what happened.
How the hell was I supposed to know, dickhead?
The fights were getting bigger and bigger, so the Fat Controller had to shut the fuck them up.
Enough, you... Wait a minute. If you two are working Edward's branch line, then where would Edward be?
The Fat Controller decided to find out and leave Donald and Douglas where they are to argue as a punishment, and this is what happened. Meanwhile, at Duck's branch line, Edward was struggling pulling a heavy load of slip coaches. He couldn't even pull out of the station, and the passengers were complaining. He was tired in the face and out of breath for this. Every engine's suitable for different jobs. Donald and Douglas are good at slip coaches, and Edward's good at heavy metal, because every engine's good at different jobs. But Edward was working hard and kept trying and trying and trying and trying and trying and trying and trying until the Fat Controller finally arrived to Titmus Hall to speak to Edward, and this is what happened when he arrived.
Edward, why are you pulling the slip coaches? They are very heavy and you will burst a safety valve if you keep forcing yourself.
Hold on. Why are you telling me I wasn't supposed to do that? Bill and Ben literally said you told them to tell me, you lazy Fat Controller.
Edward, how many times do I have to tell you? Don't trust Bill or Ben. They are very bold, and you are a really useful engine stopping their plans. And because of that, I am proud of you. Now, if you'll excuse me, we have work to do.
Back at the docks, there was absolute chaos. Bill and Ben were causing confusion and delay, as well as chaos.
Bill and Ben, move. I'm very ill and my face is about to go green. I hate the salty air. Yarr.
I need to bring these tankers to the diesel works. And if you don't get out of the way, the Fat Controller will blame me again.
Tot Diesel.
Could you please get out of the way, otherwise we get blamed for Stanley's passengers complaining about us diesels not getting out of the way,
said Arry and Bert. Please get out of the way, Arry and Bert. These passengers need to get home in time.
You need to get out of the way before the seagulls come and the fish stink up the yard,
replied Arthur. Hummed Dennis as he couldn't care less if he was lazy. Just then, Edward did arrive back at the yards just in time to see the chaos Bill and Ben were causing. He was very cross and didn't trust him anymore, and this is what happened.
Bill and Ben, did you send Edward away to cause all this trouble? Tell me now,
said the Fat Controller firmly, which made them moan up.
Yes, we told Edward off so he can cause confusion and delay at the docks,
said Bill, now feeling scared. The Fat Controller was very cross.
Apology denied. I was meant to ask you two to take me and Lady Hatt to Vickerstown for a restaurant. But not now you've caused confusion and delay. In fact, I am asking poor Diesel to take us there, as he doesn't get credit for anything and always gets blamed for everything.
We are very sorry, sir.
Ben really was sorry, and so was Bill, but the Fat Controller didn't forgive them. This is what happened. The Fat Controller was very proud of Diesel. Diesel decided to redeem and give him a friendly smile after the Fat Controller gave him a job, and this is what he said.
Thank you, sir, and Mom.
Now that Diesel redeemed, Bill and Ben were still at the sheds arguing of who to blame for the confusion and delay at the docks.